Joe Apfelbaum, CEO of Evie AI, and I'm excited about our networking event that we are about to start. It's called High Energy Networking. Get anything you want in life while building and maintaining meaningful relationships that last a lifeline. If you want to be able to build relationships that last a lifetime, then strategic networking is the most powerful way to expand your network, to build relationships, to have a more fulfilling life. If you'd like to buy this book called High Energy Networking and join our networking event, go to highenergynetworking.com and you'll be able to join us right now. In preparation for our networking event, I'm going to go ahead and go on LinkedIn, and I am going to write a post on LinkedIn about high energy networking. Now, how do I write a post on LinkedIn about high energy networking? Well, I'm going to use this tool called Evie AI, EVYAI.com. Evie AI is your sales assistant that helps you be able to do things like write posts, send messages, and so on. So I'm going to log in right over here, and then I'm going to click on the post writer. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my goal, and I'm going to say networking. Let's see if networking is a goal. Okay. And then I'm going to do curious, and then persona. I would like to tell you about the benefits of networking, but I want to know who your most ideal center of influence is. All right, I'm going to hit generate, and let's see what this turns into. Now I'm going to go to photos. I'm going to go to my photos on Google Drive, and I'm going to search for high energy networking book. And I have lots of people that have the book with me here. I'm going to try to find an infographic that has people that have the book with me. Okay, I have this great infographic that has a bunch of people that have the book. I'm going to see if I have more. I have so many people that have the book. This one right over here is a great one. I'm going to hit download. So I'm downloading a photo from my album. You guys can't see that, but that's okay. Now I'm going to click on media. I'm going to add this high energy selfies so you guys can see. I have a little selfie here. I'm going to press next. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the content from here. I'm going to press copy. Then I'm going to go in here. I'm going to hit paste. I say, have you wonder how a single connection can change the trajectory of a career? In the world of marketing, relationships are everything. In the world of relationships are, I'm just going to say today, where people are distracted by tech, by doom scrolling, relationships are everything. Are everything. Do you agree? I often reflect on the quote, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This makes me think, who are the influencers in your network? As CEO of Evie AI, I've seen firsthand the power. I've seen how the power of networking, how powerful networking can be. It's not just about exchanging business cards or LinkedIn connections. It's about building genuine relationships that foster growth and innovation. When I first started Ajax Union, I was driven by the desire to help businesses thrive. Watching my mother struggle in her business without a solid strategy ignited my passion for marketing. I realized the right connections. Networking opens doors to new ideas and perspectives. It allows us to learn from others' experiences, share our own collaborations and solutions. Whether it's through casual coffee or formal meeting or even interacting with potential sparking. We are now meeting on Zoom. And if you want to join us for a great networking session, see the comments and join us now. I'm curious, who your most ideal center of influence is? Is it a mentor, a peer, perhaps someone you would like to meet? I'd love to know your thoughts. Who refers the most business to you? If you found this post insightful, please give it a like and share it with your network. Let's inspire each other to elevate our journeys. Okay? I'm going to press post. And in the comments of this post, I'm actually going to go ahead and say, join us now. Join us now at www.highenergyzoom.com as we are networking live today. If you miss it, you can join the one we do in Jan. Just let me know you want to join. Okay, I'm going to press comment, and I went ahead and left a comment. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up some templates that I have here about high energy networking, the book. I'm going to copy that, paste it right in here. And I'm also going to go into my recent activity just to see if any of you left any comments. Let me know if you want to join the event in the comments. I'm going to press posting
Sure,
an
we have
activity.
someone in the waiting room.
You can let them in.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to paste this in here. I'm actually going to paste it in here just like this. And I'm going to paste it in the previous one here as well. Just like this. Hey, Adon, what's going on?
Good.
You living your best life, Adon?
Yeah.
What are you up to today?
Well, second.
What are you up to today, Adon? Is this Adon or Rami? Oh, is this Rami joining us? Hang on a second. Let me check if Rami messaged me. I have starting in 6 minutes. Let me know if you can join. If not, we can talk after the call. So what's going on, Adon?
Everything is going well. How about you?
I'm living La Vida Loca. I'm on LinkedIn Live right now, sharing my screen, sharing only part of my screen. So I'm only sharing half of my screen. I'm sharing this half, as you can see. Did you see me on LinkedIn Live, or are you just joining us for the networking event that's happening in 5 minutes?
The networking.
Okay, great. Yeah, so we're going to have a nice group of people that are going to be joining us for the networking event, and I'm going to be sharing it live for whoever else wants to join us through the live.
Sure.
Okay. Somebody reached out to me and said they wanted me to advertise on their thing, and they sent me their rate sheet. So I'm going to copy this and send it to Jen. Hey, Joe, I just have a video. Let's see, Diana. So I've been messaging people happy New Year's.
Joe Rami's here.
Okay, let him in. Let me send you this rate card, Jen. I just sent you the rate card. Hey, Rami.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. And you?
Amazing. So, Rami, do you see eviai.com?
Yes, yes.
The way we have /blog?
Yeah.
So what I want to do is I want to be able to, from WordPress itself, be able to add a directory. So AI tool, if you go to AI tool directory, you can do a little bit of research to just kind of see what tool directories are available. I'm not sure if these are even on, I'm not sure if this is a WordPress or anything, but I'm sure there are WordPresses like that. But I'd love to know what tool directory plugins you can find that allow us to be able to do a tool directory that give us the ability for people to submit a tool, you see, and for us to be able to add our own tools and categories of tools. So I want to create a tool directory that's SEO friendly for me to be able to go in and put whatever tool I want. And maybe I could even do a video of each tool, just showing people how the tools work, and have a directory of AI tools, you know, like ChatGPT and all those other tools that are available. This is probably the most popular AI tool directory called Futurepedia. And as you can see, they have all the feature tools. I think that if we have our AI tool directory in different categories like productivity, video tools, AI gen text tools, automation tools, and so on, and we put all the tool directories there, we'll be able to rank for the word AI tool directory at some point, and also just send people there so that they can see all the different tools that are available. What do you think of that idea, Rami?
It's perfect. Yeah, sure, sure. It's a great idea.
Do you have any questions for me about the directory idea?
Uh, Not right now, but yeah, I like. Do we need a separate? So, as what I understand from what you're talking about, as we are targeting SEO, so we will need a page for each AI tool, right? Where you can add video, where you add description, where people can have a link to it.
Yeah, just like any other. Do you know how a directory
Yeah.
works, where
Yes.
every tool has its own dedicated page?
Yes.
Um, so yeah, so that we'll need that. But I don't know if we've found any. It's not going to be, so some places have this one page with all the different tools here. So I don't want that. I don't want one page with
Yes.
all the different tools. I want each tool to have its own page where people can leave comments and ask questions about it and so on.
Okay.
Like a
And
proper blog, but it's really a directory where people can sort, search, filter, and so on.
got it. So you need like categories and archives for the categories and
Yeah, there are a lot of WordPress plugins that offer the ability to turn your WordPress into a directory.
Mhm.
I haven't used one before, but we're going to be starting our networking event in just a minute. But yeah, the idea is to be able to just have categories like this, you know, business, lifestyle, video, audio, image, text, marketing, productivity, whatever. And then it shows you how many tools are in each category. You can go in there and look through it. Subject line generator, completely free. If it's free or paid, I want to indicate if it's free or paid. You see what I'm saying?
Yep, got it. Yeah.
Over here it says price $49 a month. So I don't know what tool they're using to make this directory, or if they custom made the directory. And then when you click visit, it doesn't go anywhere. But yeah, but I'm not going to want a million tools in the directory. Maybe a few hundred tools we're going to have in the directory. And
Mm.
as I find a new tool, I will add it to the AI tool directory, and then I'll write up everything about the tool, and then I'll have a video that I create with me using the tool.
Yes.
And that'll give people a reason to go into eviai.com to be able to find all the AI tools that are available.
Got it. Okay. Uh, okay. I will do some research about the plugins, recent plugins that is doing directory, and I will let you know about it, and then
All
we
right.
can take a
Then we
step
can
from there.
review and decide. And then what we could also do is we can build separate AI tool directories that mirror that one. So we can build it on a separate website,
Recording in progress.
like aitooldirectory.com or something else that mirrors that website, that tool directory, so people can find it separately, and we can create SEO from that.
Mhm.
Make sense?
Yep. Yes. Yes.
Amazing. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for
You're
joining,
welcome.
Rami. We'll see you soon.
See you. Bye bye.
All right. We're about to start the networking event. It looks like we have a few people in the waiting room here. We're going to let them in. Hey, Carlos. Good to see you.
Yo, how are you?
Good. If you guys want to put your LinkedIn URLs in the comments, feel free to go ahead and do that. I'll be pulling up the various LinkedIn URLs from people, and I'll put it on the left side here. All looks like we have Adon's profile here. We're going to pull it up. CEO of Velvet Voice PR, helping SaaS companies scale with podcast interviews. That's awesome. And by the way, I don't know if you guys know this, but we are currently live, and I'm sharing the right side of my screen with the live. So if you guys want to repost that live, I just shared it with you. I shared with you the link. You can click on the little repost button here if you want to repost that live, because I'm going to be talking. You guys are going to be talking, and I'm going to have your videos like this on the live. So it's going to kind of show up on the live. Let's see if I could hide videos of people that are not non-video participants. Okay, there you go. So I can make this as big as I want, you see? I can make you guys take the full screen or make it small or whatever. Have you guys on the side here. But we had a bunch of people that said that they were coming to this. It looks like Roy's trying to get in the waiting room, and for some reason he's not getting in. Jenny, you know what's going on with him?
I kept letting him in, Joe. It's
Okay.
not going through.
All right. I'm just going to say we are live. I'm going to send an email to everyone saying we are on Zoom, ready to network at www.highenergyzoom.com. Okay, I'll just let a couple more people know to come. I just sent an email out to everybody. So let's just see if anybody else joins us. If you guys want to write who your center of influence is, feel free to do that in my most recent post. I posted asking people who their center of influence is. So this way we can refer business to each other. So I went ahead and put a link to that in the chat. So you can click on it and leave a comment with who your center of influence is. I'm going to pull up Carlos's profile as well. Here's Carlos. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to go into EviAI. On the left side, you see it says Save Profiles. Then it says Manage Lists. I'm going to create a new list. I'm going to call it High Energy Networking. Then I'm going to hit Save. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Adon's profile. You see? Adon's already saved. I'm going to refresh Adon's profile here. Add him here. And then in the little Save Profile button box over here, you see that, Carlos? I'm going to click on the little drop down. I'm going to hit Add to High Energy Networking. So I just added Adon to High Energy Networking. Now, if I want to add you to High Energy Networking, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to click on the little drop down for EviAI. Hit Save. First, I'm going to save your profile into EviAI. Then I'm going to click the little drop down. Then I'm going to hit Add to List. Then I'm going to hit Add you to High Energy Networking. And this way, you're both in that list. So now if I go back into EviAI and I click on Save Profiles, you'll see that you're both in there. For some reason, if you're not on the list, I just add you like this to the list. Save. Okay, now you're in the list. So Carlos is in and Adon's in. And when I click on this list, it loads up all the people that are in that particular list. So if I want to see all of your recent posts, I could just click on See All Activity for Adon, and it opens up all his activity. And if I want to see all of Carlos's activity, I just click on See All Activity for Carlos, and this right away loads all of my posts, and it makes my life so much easier with being able to leave comments on people's posts. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So do you want to tell me who your center of influence is? Adon, you can go first.
Oh yeah, my center of influence is like I target SaaS companies, I guess. So yeah, that's basically it.
Any specific type of SaaS companies that you target?
Specifically like 10 to 50 employee SaaS company.
And what problem do you solve for them?
I mean, primary problem which I help solve them is help them to generate investors and to build credibility in a market. Typically, they have like a bunch of competitors. They have to differentiate themselves and what makes them different.
Okay, so I just want to explain to you what a center of influence is versus a
Sure.
persona. So a center of influence is someone who's in the position to refer business to you. So
Mm.
they're not necessarily directly going to do business with you. Maybe they will do business with you. So in this post right over here, I made a request. Hang on a second. Thank you for wishing your families. I made a request asking who your center of influence is. So if you can, I want you to think about someone who's in the position of referring business to you, and go ahead and click on that post and put it in the comments of the post so the other people seeing this can actually see it as well. So Carlos
Sure,
said
sure.
office managers, owners. The more specific that you get to who your center of influence is, the more likely that people will be able to refer business to you at a networking event. And the reason that is because people might not have somebody that's willing to talk to you right now that's an ideal client for you, but they might have somebody that's a great center of influence for you, that's a good relationship for you to speak to in the future and have a conversation with. So for you, Adon, who I'm thinking would be a great center of influence is this guy named Rick Watson. Check this out. I'm going to go to Rick
Hmm.
Watson. Do you know him?
I do not know.
So he has a consulting company that works with e-commerce and SaaS companies. You see? And he is a great guy for you to kind of chat with and get to know. So if you said I'm looking to meet consultants that work with SaaS companies, these are the kind of the types of people that you would want to meet. Another guy that you would want to meet, and by the way, I'm going to wish him a happy holidays right here. And the way that I'm going to wish him a happy holidays is I'm going to use the EviAI template. So in EviAI, we have the ability to add templates. Are you familiar with the EviAI templates?
No.
So I'll show you what those templates look like in EviAI, just so you see. See on the left side, it says templates.
Yep.
So you can add as many templates as you want. So I have a Hanukkah template, a happy belated birthday template, a happy holidays template. So if I open up happy birthday, I could just press the copy button here, happy belated birthday. And if I miss somebody's birthday, I can go back in here to the Learning Hub. I can click on quick links. I can go down to people's birthdays here. It says LinkedIn birthdays. It'll show me all of the people's birthdays. You see that? So I missed Christopher's birthday yesterday. So I'm going to click on happy belated birthday and I'll send this custom message just like this. And now I can send the same custom message to all these people that I got from my EviAI templates. I don't have to think about what to say. I could just use those templates in advance. And I'm not using artificial intelligence. I'm just using a template that helps me be able to stay top of mind with these people quickly. And one of the things that I love to do when it comes to networking is just greeting people, feeding them, and then eventually meeting them. So you see I saved that template over there, and I used it just now. So anytime I want to do anything, I use templates, and I save my templates inside the EviAI templates feature over here. Now, if I want to wish somebody a current happy birthday, so I might search happy birthday here. And I look through the word happy birthday. I just wanted to take a moment to wish you a happy birthday. May you be blessed with lots of happiness, love on this wonderful day. Maybe 12-26-2024. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks for being my connection. Boom. By the way, doing anything special? This is me to engage them, you see? So I'm going to press copy now. I'm going to update this. I pressed copy. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into send the birthday messages to these people, like Maxwell, and then Larry Morningstar, and then Alex Berg, and then Lindsay Davis, and then Luna, and then Jamie. And they're all getting a custom message for now, the reason I do that, the reason I put the date in there, by the way, Adon and Carlos and anybody else watching,
Hmm.
is because later, if in a year from now or 6 months from now, I want to know when their birthday is and they removed it from their profile, now it's in the DM. It gives me extra context and information. Otherwise, I'm not going to remember when the birthday was or whatever. But Or if I want to put it into my CRM later, I'm going to have AI review all my messages anyway. And so the more information I can add to a message about the context of the relationship and when their birthday is or whatever it is, the AI will later take that information and use it in a way that makes sense. So it's good to message people context and information. Really, really smart to do that. I'm going to go ahead and give myself a light bulb here. The reason I like giving myself light bulbs is because if I see I have a heart and a thumbs up, I hit light bulb and then it adds another color to the color palette here. I like to have the 3 colors. Isn't that great? So Carlos, do you want to tell everyone that's watching the live what you do for a living?
I'm a managed IT service provider, specifically for organizations that are privately held, companies under 100 users. We provide the day-to-day technology support to help drive their business. I specifically focus on no particular vertical, just businesses that are privately held who could use an extra hand of an IT consultant team and not just an individual.
Okay. Interesting. Um, and who's your center of influence? Who's somebody's in the position to refer business to you?
I think of business owners, but more importantly, office managers, people who are responsible with the day-to-day operations of a business, regardless of the vertical.
And so those are ideal clients,
I would
right?
consider them ideal clients, but I also see them as a center of influence because these people speak to other people that are in similar positions and capacities.
If somebody wants to refer business to you, how do you make it easy for them to refer business to you? If you just say, I just want to meet business owners, they're not going to have someone in their mind that they can refer you to. Do you agree or disagree with that?
No, you have a good point there.
So, what I would say is figuring out a way. And by the way, I wrote a book. I don't know if you're familiar with my book. It's called High Energy Networking. And I talk a lot about breaking down the best way, the best centers of influence. And I have a list of 700 categories of centers of influence in there that would help you guys be able to write your center of influence down. Do you guys use Evie AI? Aiden, are you a user of Evie AI yet or not yet?
I've never tried it. No, I didn't really know anything about it. So good to know.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So the reason I built Evie AI is to help people be able to network better. So I wrote the book back in 2021, and a lot of people were asking me, Joe, can you build me a tool that will help me be able to network more effectively? And so I was thinking about building a tool called Tomato, which stands for Top of Mind Awareness Transforming Opportunity, to help people stay top of mind. But it started getting really overly complicated and started to take up a lot of work from people's time. And you want to not work, even though you want to network, you want to not really do so much work and you want to have AI do the work. And so that's kind of like the background and why I did that. But if you think about it, using a tool like Evie AI and saving people to lists and then leaving comments on their posts will help you stay top of mind with those people. Figuring out your centers of influence could be a little hard, but let's see if we could ask artificial intelligence to help us pick the center of influence for Carlos specifically. So this is how I would do it. I would go to Carlos's profile and I would download his whole profile. How would I download his profile? I would use one of my special extensions that I give my Evie AI Pro users. So if you upgrade to Evie AI Pro, you get special treatment and special extensions and special access and special training. So we have all his information right over here. I'm just going to copy all of his information here. Okay, so now I copied all of his information. And Nadine's one of our Evie AI Pro clients. Nadine, thanks for going pro. Appreciate you. Thanks for being a client.
Yeah, appreciate you too.
So I'm going to go to Claude, which I like very much. Have you guys heard of Claude? And then I'm going to tell Claude to give me a CRM helper overview of his profile right over here, just to kind of flesh out who he is, who Carlos is. So it gives me his email, his phone number, his LinkedIn, his contact info, who his ideal client is, a little email introduction thing, like how to introduce Carlos, a personal note, 5 networking questions. And so now I'm going to ask it, I'm going to say, can you give me 5 suggestions for Carlos for people that are centers of influence for him that could make him more referable at networking events? Let me see. That did not work. Testing, testing. Okay, it's not working. Give me 5 options for making, for picking. Make it very specific. All right, let's just see what happens. So IT events coordinators, real estate investment group leaders, Chamber of Commerce technology chair, professional services network leader, and nonprofit technology director. Okay. Give me 5 options for people that typically come to networking events that can be easier for him to get introduced to and their titles. So those are the people that you want to get introductions to. Executive assistants, HR managers, practice manager for healthcare, legal operations managers, operations director at at wealth management firms. So if you came to a networking event and you actually said, "Hey, does anybody know any practice managers for healthcare organizations?" Or I'm looking to meet an HR manager at a company that's between 50 and 250 employees. Does anyone know anyone that does that? Or does anyone know an executive assistant or operations manager at mid-sized companies in New York City? And now you're getting valuable intros to people to be able to get in the door for them, with them. Do you get that?
Absolutely.
Bree, if you want to put your LinkedIn URL in the chat, feel free. Nadine, I'll pull up your.
Okay, thank you.
Nadine.
Will do. Thank you.
Thanks, Joe.
You're welcome. Was that helpful?
Oh, very, very.
Why-
I'm going to go pro now for January.
Oh, amazing. And you and if you go pro, just so you know, when you go pro with EviAI, if you sign up to EviAI Pro, you get training for 2 hours every single month. January 8th at 10 a.m. is our next training session, training on how to get clients on LinkedIn. And we can actually upgrade you from the back end. So if you want my team to upgrade you, just say upgrade me and I'll have my team upgrade you from the back end.
Sounds good.
Okay. And Adon, did you think of who could
Yeah.
be a good center of influence for you?
I mean, I put it in the chat, but I mean, I think probably like based on what you said, like probably like SaaS marketing agencies, SaaS podcast hosts, SaaS coaches / consultants. That's probably what comes to mind.
Okay, SaaS coaches, SaaS consultants. I love that. I love that. So how do you find SaaS coaches and SaaS consultants? What's the best way to find them?
I mean, there's a lot on LinkedIn. But yeah, that's
LinkedIn.
typically
Yeah,
what.
that's the key. LinkedIn is going to be the key for you, Adon.
Yeah.
So this is what I would do if I were you. I would literally write a post. This is crazy to say this, but I would literally write a post telling people who you want to meet and asking
Okay.
people to tag that person. So for example, Carlos, you could say, I'm looking to meet HR managers because I really want to honor them for being the leaders. Do you have any HR managers in your network? Go ahead and tag them below so that you can honor them. And now you send that message, that post out to people personally and say, hey, could you do me a favor? Could you look through your network for this title? And by the way, you could check this out. I'm going to go on LinkedIn right now. And I'm going to do a quick search, and I'm going to show you something cool. So I'm going to type in, I'm going to type in HR manager. Okay. This is like gold. So watch this. I'm going to click on people. And then I'm going to click on first degree. See, I clicked on first degree. So I clicked on people and I clicked on first degree. You guys know how to do that, right? On LinkedIn, that's not rocket science. But I click on first degree. Then I'm going to click on all filters. This is where the hack comes in. See, I clicked on all filters. Now, I searched HR manager. The problem is that it's going to find anyone that has the word HR manager anywhere on their profile. So they're not really HR managers. I want real HR managers. So how do I find real HR managers at real companies? In New York, let's just say. Okay, I'm going to click on New York. I'm going to click show results. So I checked off New York. That brings it still down, but that's still not real HR managers. Those are people that have it on their profile. I'm going to click on all filters again. Then I'm going to go scroll down to the section that says keywords and then title. It's kind of hidden back here on the bottom. Okay, most people can't find this. I'm going to type in HR manager. And I'm going to hit show results. And now it brings me 4. This is amazing. So now that I have these 4, I'm going to copy the URL of this search, which is not custom to me. The URL of the search, you guys get that? It's not custom to me. This is just a URL that anyone can click on. And now I'm going to put this in the chat. I'll put it in the chat for all of you. So I went ahead and put this in the chat for Carlos specifically, but more importantly for Adon. So Adon, if you want to network with Carlos and you want Carlos to introduce people to you, you have to network with him and you have to introduce him. And now, Adon, you have 10,000 people that you're already connected to. Am I right? About.
Sure, yeah, that's correct.
So when you click on that link that I sent you in the chat of Zoom, what do you think will happen?
It would pull information like from like HR managers essentially within my network.
Correct. And if you have, let's say, 1 person or 3 people or 4 people that show up in those results, those are the people that Carlos wants to meet. And you can go through those people and then send him the links to those people via DM and say, hey, Carlos, do you want to meet any of these 3 people that I'm connected to? And you can tell them for each person how well you know them. And then if he says, yes, I'd love to meet them, then you can ask Carlos for a blurb. And then Carlos could send you a blurb like this. I'll show you the blurb that I already created for Carlos. Right over here, Carlos Diaz is a visionary and that you could include as an email introduction or whatever. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask Claude to create a custom one, create a custom blurb for me to introduce Carlos to HR managers in my LinkedIn network via DM. All right, let's see what it does. I want to take a moment to introduce you to Carlos Diaz, CEO of Vulcan Business Systems. He specializes in HR teams, streamlining their tech infrastructure and protect employee data. With 16 years plus experience working with SMEs, he's helped numerous HR departments implement secure cloud solutions. Given your role in HR, I thought you might benefit from connecting. Carlos has particularly strong experience with Microsoft and Google work environments, which I know many HR teams rely on. Would you be open to connecting with Carlos? Happy to make a warm introduction. So now I put that together for you, just like that. I put it in the chat, and then Carlos can send you that, or something a little more open-minded. Create a more open one for networking because Carlos wants to use them as a center of influence. Okay, and let's just see what it does here. I'd love to introduce you to Carlos, a fellow business leader. I think you'd enjoy connecting as a CEO of Vulcan Solutions. He's not just a tech expert, he's also deeply involved in community building. Given his expertise in HR and talent management, I think you'd both valuable insights. Would you be open to connecting with Carlos? I believe both of you would benefit from knowing each other. That's much better. You see that? And then you could also mention a common interest. So here's a little common interest here that we can kind of mention. So I'll just paste that in the chat there. But that's kind of like the idea of how like I would do that. So Adon, so you make it really easy for them to just say, yes, I want to meet Carlos, or no, I don't want to meet Carlos. So, and then what will happen is they'll say, oh, chances are they might say, yes, of course I would want to meet Carlos. And then you make an email introduction between both of them together. That's
Makes sense.
that's like a powerful way to network and build relationships with people. Connecting people together and building those relationships. That's one of the essential ways that I build relationships for people. But yeah, I want you to think about it. So did you find any HR managers? Were you able to pull any up?
Yeah, I was able to find a few.
And then what happened when you found them?
Um, I haven't sent a message yet, but I mean, I could definitely do so.
Okay. What are you going to send them when you send them a message?
Well, I mean, an introductory message, like you mentioned.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really, really powerful, sending that little introductory message. And then also what you can do is you can collect those URLs and send them over to Carlos so he can connect with those people directly. Are you connected
Right.
yet with Carlos?
I'm not, but I can. I mean, I figure I could definitely connect with him.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
it's really easy to connect with Carlos. You just go to linkedin.com/Carlos Luis Diaz. Lo dije en español casi. Okay, I just put it in there.
Hola.
It's a very Spanish name. Carlos, do you want to tell everybody a little bit about your background?
I was born here in the States. My parents, believe it or not, are from Peru, but I am 5'11", and most Peruvians are short people. So I'm an odd one.
Wow. You're an odd Peruvian.
Yep.
Wow.
Blame it on the bill.
How did you first get into IT? Did you fall into it?
It was a de facto. I wanted to be involved with the future. I started off going to a technical high school and then a technical college. And I wanted to work with my hands, but I also did not want to have a desk job where I sat all day. I wanted to have the ability to go out there. So I worked for many years as a technician, honing in my skills, and eventually moving along and becoming more of an administrator, more into management, and then forming my own business.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. That's really, really cool that you were able to do that. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Aiden, how did you get into what you do?
Well, I mean, I've been in marketing for many years, so it just became a key focus when I noticed that clients have like a very high satisfaction rate getting them onto podcasts and getting them a lot of success. I mean, the way I got into what I did is I just figured out that clients were getting the most success with this particular vertical, so just dialed down on more on that.
Oh, very nice. Very, very nice. Um, Carlos, are you able to log into your Evie AI account?
I should be able to.
So try to log in because for some reason we don't have a credit card on file for you with Evie AI unless.
That I'm a free member.
Oh, got it.
So
Okay, yeah.
that's
So
where
then,
I
so then
got to
my team
upgrade my
tried.
membership.
Yeah, my team tried to upgrade you to Pro just now, and they said they needed you to add a credit card. So if you want to add one, if you click on subscriptions on the left side, when you log in, it's really easy to do. And Adon, you can also create your own free Evie AI account to try it out. And then if you want to upgrade, we'll show you how to upgrade really easy. Once you log into Evie AI, if you click on subscription on the top left over here, you click on subscription, you're going to be able to see your subscription, the ability to subscribe. And we're going to have two options. We have premium and we have pro. If you want the holiday deal where you get $20,000 worth of bonuses, then you upgrade for the pro version of Evie AI. It's the annual fee for that is just $984. So it's less than $1,000, and you get a bunch of courses. You also get our monthly advanced LinkedIn strategy workshop, which is 2 hours per month of live training with me on Zoom. You get our 52 LinkedIn accelerator hacks, which is 6 hours of training on how to use advanced things on LinkedIn. Kind of some of the things that I showed you here, but there's 52 different things that we teach you. You get our Evergreen Networking course, which is 9 modules with frameworks, cheat sheets, checklists, scripts, and much more. You also get our Sales Navigator Bootcamp, which we teach you how to use Sales Navigator A to Z. You get our Goal Setting Masterclass. And then you also get a year of our CRM, which is a $3,000 value. You get the Inc. 5000 list. You get a monthly strategy consultation with Ava. You get pro live support, live chat, office hours for teaching you how to use the CRM. And then you also get access to our community. We have a premium community, which is $97 a month that you get access to, called the Engaged Thought Leader Community. So it's basically over $20,000 worth of bonuses for just one-time annual fee of $984. And you also, on top of that, you also get access to the full solution here, which includes unlimited posts, unlimited ideas, unlimited messages, templates, personas, profile optimization, comment generator, and everything else. So as you can see, this tool is really robust, and it allows you to stay top of mind with those centers of influence that you're going to connect with and build those relationships with them to be able to get you more clients. So do you want to try and see if the subscription works on the top left so you can get pro right now? Oh, it looks like your subscription may have just gone through, Carlos. Okay. So it looks like you got premium. If you want to get those $20,000 worth of bonuses, you could just change it from premium to pro, Carlos. So you just go to pro for the year. It's $984 for the year. And boom, there you go. Do you know how to change that? You just do edit subscription.
I see the option to modify subscription.
Yeah,
Yes.
so go ahead and try that and see if it works. If not, I could have my team do it in the back end.
Well, I'm gonna work with premium for now.
Okay, that's fine. You want to work, but I'm just letting you know that I'm not sure you're aware of all the bonuses that you get when you upgrade to pro.
I heard you going along with it just
Okay,
now,
great.
Joe.
Awesome.
But I also want to work within my budget.
All right, awesome. Just so you know, our goal is to add over $100,000 in new profit to each person that's on pro. So, are you currently using a CRM right now to track all your contacts?
So I was using Zoho CRM,
Okay.
and I saw some limitations there. In the platform that we use for our business, there's a number of tools that are integrated in my industry, but none of them actually gave me a repository. And this is why I wanted to tune in today's seminar with you, because I've seen Evie AI from before. I tuned in a couple of times, and I said to myself, it's about time I start focusing within LinkedIn,
100%.
using the tools available in the platform, and especially with Evie AI, because I see the simplicity of being able to do things. I never got the Sales Navigator, but I don't believe I need Sales Navigator to succeed if I'm using Evie AI.
Correct. I agree with you 100%. Now, do you see the way I just added you to a pipeline? I just added
I
you.
was
I just
I
added
was
you.
logged in
You're,
looking at the platform.
oh, that's
Yeah.
okay. But
Okay.
yeah, but if you look at my CRM, if you look at my screen now, you'll see that I just added you to a pipeline. I have different stages in my pipeline. Joe to call, went to voicemail, nurturing, or closed one for Evie AI Pro. So
Right.
my goal is to upgrade you from Evie AI Premium now to Evie AI Pro. So you already are a customer of mine, which is amazing, and thank you for being a client. And what I want to do is I want to give you the maximum amount of value in 2025. And in order to do that, I want to take you, you see, I had you over here under Evie AI Prospecting. I could move you up the chain now from just being a premium client to being a pro client, so I can add even more value to you. I can add a tremendous more value to you by adding you as a pro client from a premium client, because this way I can train you every month for 2 hours per month. Typically, we charge $10,000 a year for that. We're going to include it for just a couple $100 more and hopefully stay within your budget. But we'll give you access to this particular CRM as well, which includes opportunity management, contacts, automation. It includes unlimited landing pages with lead magnets. It includes also marketing where you can schedule out posts to Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Twitter. You see this post went out to Twitter. They're automatically going to go out January 15, 14, 16, 18, whatever. They're all going to go out automatically. They're all scheduled in here. So you could schedule unlimited posts, both to your company pages and also to your profiles using this particular tool, which we typically charge $3,000 a year for. Right now, as a bonus, we're throwing in this entire platform for an entire year for under $1,000. For you, it would be less than that because the difference between premium and pro is just a few $100s, and you get $20,000 worth of training, technology, tools, and support for an entire year. So in terms of ROI, our goal is to help you be able to generate $100,000 in new business from LinkedIn by giving you the community, the support, and all that. So if you do decide to go ahead and modify your subscription, you'd be doing yourself a great service because you're going to be getting all these amazing bonuses. Or you can wait till next year and then I'll upgrade you for a few $1,000s. That's the option. You can do it this year for a few hundred, or you can wait till next year and spend a few thousand. Aiden, what were you going to say?
Yeah. How many users is that? Is that like a single user? Like, what is that
Unlimited
for the CRM?
For the CRM, it's unlimited users. So you could
Oh,
use
wow.
as many.
Yeah,
Yeah, you could add as many
interesting.
users as you want. So if you have a whole team of people that you want to add, you could add unlimited accounts. We call it unlimiteddigitalmarketing.com. So I'll show you the landing page for that. This is what we're including as a bonus. It's a ridiculous deal that I honestly want to wait till next year so people just buy this separately. But people are currently paying $249 a month for this, and they're really happy because it's still a steal of a deal, $249 a month for this. So if you want to buy it separately, you can. I'm just letting you know that I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't tell you about this deal now, because later you'll come back to and be like, Joe, I really want unlimited digital marketing with office hours twice a month, where we walk you through how to do all these things for your business: multi-level marketing, custom chatbots, automatic workflows, CRM, pipeline. If you had to buy these tools individually, it would probably cost you about $2,000 a month. So we're selling it for $249 a month. But with Evie AI Pro, you get it included. So that's, again, I'm not trying to sell you on something. What I'm trying to do is add so much value to you that it would just make sense for you to upgrade if your budget if you can spend a few $100s more before the end of the year. I would highly recommend you do it now. And again, you'll get additional training and support for an entire year. So I highly recommend people doing it. And it's mainly for the people watching this. It's like I highly recommend you guys doing it so that you get access to this. And we're almost at capacity anyway because we're only going to allow 100 people in. And so we're going to get there anyway before the end of the year. But I want you to be one of those people that get in. So if you're interested, just let me know that you are, and I'll be more than happy to upgrade you from premium to pro. Just FYI. Adon, what are you thinking in terms of the CRM? Like, is that something that
Does that have API or like
yes,
what does that
yes,
look like?
API with Zapier and with make.com. So for example,
Okay.
if I want to be able to send a LinkedIn profile from LinkedIn to the CRM, we can do that. We have a custom extension that we can connect to make.com, and then from make.com, you can have it automatically enter. So if I want to automatically enter all of Carlos's information here, let's say he happened to have already been in my CRM, but if he wasn't in my CRM, I can push all the information from LinkedIn into the CRM with a click of a button, including his email, his phone number, and everything else, and integrate with anything, with a spreadsheet, with anything you want. With this CRM is fully integrated. And I can show you the make.com integration. Do you know what make.com is?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I've used it a couple of times.
So, Carlos, have you ever heard of make.com?
Not at all. This is the first.
Yeah, so make.com allows you to create integrations with different websites together. So our tool integrates with make.com. So if I want to be able to create a CRM helper that will automatically go into ChatGPT and do something, let's say, for example, I have this webhook over here. It goes into ChatGPT, organizes it, and creates a completion. What I can do is I can pull the data from the webhook and then automatically take first name, last name, LinkedIn URL, title, email status, phone URL, Twitter, all this information over here, and basically organize it all. And then when I take this JSON and I respond with it, I can do whatever I want. I can have this to go anywhere I want, and I can do anything I want with it. So in my case, maybe for example, I want to put it into a spreadsheet, right? So I'll go into your profile right over here, and I'll use one of my custom Chrome extensions that I give you with Pro. Once you upgrade Premium to Pro, you get one of these. So for example, this one here, I'll hit Save Profile. It'll open up your contact info, pull all the information, dump it in here. When I hit Send to CRM, it automatically sends it to make.com. And in make.com, it sends this to the spreadsheet. So if I'm going to go to this drive, I'm going to go to Save Profiles. From a spreadsheet, these are all the people that I saved. And look at this. Let's see if Carlos's name is right here. Look, Carlos's name is right here. You see that? And I've already
Nice.
done it over here a few weeks ago, but I just did it again here. And now I have all your information over here organized in a spreadsheet. Now, if I want to send this to my app.ajaxunion.com to Unlimited Digital Marketing, at the very end over here, I just have to write yes. And then once a day, the tool will go through the spreadsheet, check all the yeses, and add all this information into the CRM. I can have it do it instantly, but I'm not going to add you because you're already added. But if I wanted to add all this additional information, like about your company, who your ideal client is, the services that you offer, your notable fun facts about you, questions I should be asking you, and whatever, personal information about you, your recent LinkedIn posts, a description of your services, your category, what your age is, if you're paying for LinkedIn or not, how many followers you have, like literally everything I could possibly get about you, I could easily do with the click of a button. With EviAI Pro, we give you all the things that you need in order for you to be able to succeed. And I know that rhymes without greed. And you don't have to bleed. Because a friend with weed is a friend indeed. You ever heard that saying, Carlos?
Yes, that's true.
Ivan just said, real relationships turns into real deals. So now I'm going to go ahead and reply to Ivan using EviAI. I'm going to hit generate. EviAI will write the generated reply, and I press insert, and I press reply. So I'm making it pretty enticing for you to say yes to upgrading from Premium to Pro. Am I right, Carlos?
You are, Joe. You really are.
And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to make an offer that's so good, people would feel stupid saying no. That's the idea. The offer is so good that it's just like, what the hell? I could spend a few $100s more and now get thousands and tens of thousands of dollars worth of value. And what we're going to be doing with EviAI Pro is we're going to be turning it into a sidebar extension. So we're going to do it from the regular extension to a sidebar. And when you have your sidebar, you're going to be able to see all your saved profiles on the side here. So for example, if I want my ETL group, my ETL investor group, and I want to pull up, let's say, Ivan's profile, I could just click on this and it opens up right on LinkedIn. So we currently have the sidebar available for pro users. We'll give you guys all access to the sidebar. So it kind of just sits there no matter what you're doing on LinkedIn. We have the sidebar sitting there and allowing you to be able to take whatever action that you want. And you see I just commented. Now I want to go to Jessica's profile. I click on Jessica and it opens up all her recent posts just like that. I don't have to wait till they come up on the feed. I could have it just come up just like that. You see? And I can change my persona to leave, let's say, a friendly comment. And I have lots of different personas, and each persona essentially is programming for the artificial intelligence. You see, Chris's words truly capture the essence of meaningful connections. Jessica, who inspires us to appreciate our networks? Oh, it looks like somebody's calling me from Lowe's. Let me just quickly pick this up. Hello. Yeah, what's the balance? Okay, let me give you a credit card for that. Just a moment. Okay, that's great. I actually have my own pro account too, just so you know. But if I'm getting more of a discount by using his pro account, that's fine. Do you see my pro account? Okay. Oh, perfect. All right, thank you. Let me go get my credit card. Hang on just a second. Okay, so they want me to they want me to give them a credit card. So, Sam Lowy, do you want to introduce yourself to Carlos and Adon, and I'll be right back?
Sure.
Okay. You guys can network
Hi,
with each other.
everyone.
I'll be right back. And Sam, if you want to open up your video, they can see you. That'd be
Yep,
great.
I'll do that.
I'll be right back.
Hey, Sam.
Hi.
So who's your center of influence?
I just kind of bumped into this after watching a recording from Joe. So I
Okay.
just saw this. 1 second, let me just get my video here.
I almost thought he was going to start rapping. He was getting to that point, you know. Have you ever heard him rap? Joe does rap. He does rap.
Oh, yeah, I know that. Yeah, I've heard him before.
Yeah,
It's great.
he is certainly an interesting character. When COVID came around, I got introduced to him online, and since then I've been an avid follower. And there's a lot of a wealth of insight and marketing. I wish I could afford the guy, to be honest. You know, it's certainly well worth it for him and his team. But I'm a small business owner. We're just trying to peak 1 million right now, my partner and I, and we've been in the industry for a number of years. But you know, when you talk IT, it's like it's such a big picture. You know, is it software development? Is it web services? Is it websites? Is it PCs? We actually deal with the day-to-day troubleshooting of a computer network. You know,
Mm.
onboarding, offboarding, Windows administration, viruses, Windows updates, stuff like that. That's what our core is, what we do.
Got
You
it.
know, but websites, I couldn't tell you. You know, marketing, I tune into Joe whenever I can. Evie AI, I was looking at Sales Navigator for a while, and it's a bit expensive. But you know, I'm glad I didn't pull the trigger on Sales Navigator, and I just signed up for Premium, which I think is an investment there. I do agree what he's offering. It seems like a sweetheart deal, but I could just imagine my partner going crazy just after the Christmas bonus that we both dealt each other. You know, so you know, within my means. But
Right.
Sam, tell me about what you do.
Yeah, I own a long-term care insurance agency. So we specialize in supporting financial advisors, insurance agents with making them look good in front of the clients when it comes to long-term care insurance. So we're kind of the back office resource for them. I have my own clientele as well.
Yes.
I've been doing this for over 21 years. So this is my passion, is helping people with that. I think there's a tremendous lack of knowledge when it comes to that. So we're truly an independent firm specializing just in long-term care. So we have access to all the carriers in that market space so we could do the right thing and help them with that.
Now, do you have multiple employees working for you nationwide, or is it just a geographic pocket?
We're nationwide, but they're all independent agents and agencies, so they have their own firm. Sometimes they sell other lines of insurance and products as well. But when it comes to long-term care, we're the go-to people because that's what we know best.
So you operate more of a broker to other representatives that are reselling the insurance.
Correct. We're kind of, I guess you could call it, we're the wholesaler, they're the retailer
Yeah.
dealing with the end client. So usually these agents have to go through what they call an agency. So we're their agency for long-term care insurance. We get them contracted with the carriers. We support them with the proposals, with illustrations, with product design, with underwriting, and educate them, about the different products because it's constantly changing. Yeah.
So,
Right.
so Sam, are you currently using LinkedIn for business?
Not as much as I would
No.
like. That's why I'm here.
What's stopping you from using LinkedIn?
I'm not, I don't know how to sort all the contacts and to,
So
I mean, I have about 2,000 contacts now, but
I see that. So
I
one of the
think
one of the things that we give you with Evie AI Pro, so if you upgrade from
Mhm.
premium to pro, I know you've been a premium member in the past, If you upgrade
Right.
from EviAI Premium to EviAI Pro, we actually have a deal right now that I was talking to Adon and Carlos about before, where one of the benefits of signing up to EviAI Pro is that we'll make a dashboard for you so that you can recognize, strategize, and prioritize your 2,000 contacts that you have and organize them in a
Mm-hmm.
way where you can start streamlining it and then put it into like a list like this. You see this? Carlos is in the list. Adon's in the list. So if I want to add you to the list, I can easily go ahead and add you to that list of people that I want to organize. So in your case, I'm going to search Sam Lowy, and then I'll organize it just like this. I'll click on your name, and then on the right side, I'm going to have a little drop down over here that I can click, and then I can add you to high energy networking. So now you're part of my networking, high energy networking. And there you go. And if I want to see all your recent posts, I click on see recent activities, and it shows me a list of all your posts. Now, I also noticed that you haven't posted in a year, which is a big, big opportunity for you in 2025 to start posting on LinkedIn. Are you opposed to posting on LinkedIn if we helped you be able to write up all your posts with artificial intelligence in your voice?
No, not at all.
Okay, awesome. So I'd love to educate you. And so you know, we're going to be meeting every month for 2 hours a month, January 8th at 10 a.m. and moving forward. We're going to meet for 2 hours a month doing training on how to use artificial intelligence together with LinkedIn and support you on different strategies to help you succeed with LinkedIn. This is for specifically for EviAI Pro users that want to upgrade from premium to pro. Now, the price for pro right now is $984 for the year, and that includes $20,000 worth of training. So the dashboard that I create for my clients, I'll just show you my dashboard. It's the Joe Apfelbaum dashboard. So if you go into EviAI and you click on login, on the left side, you're going to see a learning hub. In the learning hub, you're going to see a lot of quick links. You see these?
Mm-hmm.
If you click on daily workflow, we actually have a whole workflow that you guys can access. And Carlos, you currently have access to this workflow, which gives you the step-by-step process for everything that you need to do. All the links like to the idea generator. So for example, for Sam, I would tell you to start with the idea generator in the morning and generate some ideas. So if you click on idea generator, you can come up with ideas for what to post about. I'm going to type in long-term care. I press generate ideas, and it's going to go ahead and come up with 4 ideas based on my goal, my tone, and my persona. You see that, Sam? This is a relatively new feature that we added. And so we could say, what emerging technologies are reshaping long-term care, and how can professionals stay ahead of the trends? So now I hit generate post. It'll generate a hook, main points, a call to action, and hashtags. It'll do it all within, let's just say, 10 or 15 seconds. And then once the post gets written with a hook, main points, call to action, and hashtags, you can just hit copy post and post it right into LinkedIn. You see the whole post was written for you. But this was written in my voice. I remember a time when my grandmother struggled with mobility. You see, it was written with my story and my voice. But this will be written in your story and in your voice. That's the idea.
2 questions, Joe. Not specifically related. Like if I have 2,000 contacts, what I'm struggling with, I connect, we chat, and then sometimes we just forget about each other. Like, is there a way to search within a CRM to kind of within LinkedIn to kind of search the different professions, other than manually making lists for everyone with using the app you're recommending? Is there another way to sort out the different contacts better?
Yeah, so what I'm going to
Within
do
LinkedIn?
for you is I'm going to export all of your LinkedIn connections into a spreadsheet like this, you see? So you can view it in spreadsheet mode. If you decide to sign up to EviAI Pro, you're going to have a spreadsheet where you can filter and sort by position, by company, by when you connected on. You're going to have a link where you can Google them right there. You can even filter by the year that you connected it on, or by name or whatever. Like I made a pivot table to see all the people that have a particular name and how many Joshuas I have. So I have 74 Aris, 72 Joshuas, and whatever. You see that? Franks, Angelas, Jordans. So So let's say, for example, I want to see all the Yehudas I'm connected to. I can quickly go ahead and find all the Yehudas I'm connected to. So yeah, so we'll give you access to this, but we'll give you even much more than that. We'll also give you access to a full CRM with pipeline management. I was showing Carlos this and Adon before, and they were pretty impressed by what this is. That will give you access to be able to email and SMS people and call people, and be able to filter and sort all your opportunities and tag them and put them into pipelines and everything. So typically this CRM alone, we're currently selling for $249 a month, but we give you a full year of this CRM included with Evie AI Pro. So for under $1,000, you'll also get access to the CRM. We'll give you the dashboard, the CRM, and $20,000 worth of training, all included in that. So yeah, so 100%, that's all that is included with what we're doing. Was that
One other
does that answer your
question.
question?
I'm noticing I have a brand new Lenovo laptop, and I see the camera sucks the way I'm looking at it. What do you suggest I buy to improve my camera from my end, so people could view me more clearly? Because I'm not sure why it's not clear.
If your camera is not clear, I do recommend joining buying a very specific type of webcam, and I'll send you a webcam that I'm using right now.
Okay.
And I'll show
I don't need
you
nothing fancy. Just it should do the job.
Yeah, so what I did
Yes.
was in our CRM, I built something called an automation. Have you guys ever seen automations in real time? So I have this automation called the AI webcam automation. So if somebody sends me a text message with the word webcam, you see, with the word webcam, what happens with this automation is, and this is all included in EVI Pro, if you guys decide to do it, just FYI, it'll start off sending you an SMS message. This is the SMS that it will send. It'll send you a link to the AI webcam. And then it'll wait a minute and then send you another SMS message that says, this webcam is a 4K webcam that's great quality with AI face tracking. And then it'll wait another day, and then it'll send you another SMS that says, did you get the webcam? Let me know what you think. And then it'll add a tag that says AI webcam on it, so that I know that you requested that webcam and I can follow up about the webcam. So I'm going to find you right now, Sam Lowy. And you see you're right here in my contacts. So I can send you a text to 7272. Is that a text message, or is that
Yeah,
a business?
that
So
works.
if I go in here and I just send you this, I could have added you to the automation, but I just sent you this link. You're going to get a link to this Amazon thing that has the Insta360 that I'm using right now, the webcam that I'm using right now. When you click on that link, you should be taken to Amazon. Let me see if it worked. Yep, it takes you directly to Amazon. This is a face tracking technology, pretty advanced webcam. It looks like this might not be available anymore. So let me just update the link to Insta360. Oh, it looks like they came out with a new webcam now. I don't have the new one. I have the old one. But this is the new one here, the brand new one that just came out. They call it the Link 2. What's the difference between this one? It has AI tracking, HDR, AI noise canceling, works with Zoom, Teams, and Switch. So this is the particular one. It looks like it's on sale too. So I'll send you this one as well, so you can take a look at it. The other one will probably be less expensive because the new one just came out.
Right.
But I'm gonna say compare link Insta 360 to link 2. Let's just say original to link 2. Let's see what the comparison is. Let's see if we can find an easy comparison. All right, so the comparison is they both have noise canceling. They both have 3 audio modes. They both have standard magnetic mount. Okay, gimbal 2-axis. The Link 2 has 2-axis. AI tracking. Doesn't make any sense. It's not showing me the right thing. I want to know which one is better. Let's see what this guy says over here. Is it worth the upgrade? Let me see what this says over here once this advertisement. I'm going to skip it.
Right now, I have one of the best USB webcams that I have ever used. Actually, it might be this hand. Today, we're diving into the Insta360 Link 2 and seeing how it stacks up against the original Insta360 Link. See, if you already own the Link or you're just thinking about upgrading, stick around because we're going to cover the key differences and answer the big question, should you upgrade? First up, let's talk about the AI tracking. You see, both the Link and the Link 2 have AI-powered tracking, meaning that it can detect your body and move and pan and tilt and zoom in order to follow you. But the Link 2 has really taken it to the next level. You see, the Link 2's AI is more precise and smoother, so if you're someone who moves around like a lot, whether you're presenting or if you're just teaching, this is a noticeable difference. It keeps you perfectly centered with improved facial recognition. So as I move around, you can see that the cameras are both tracking me. Now, as I just walk around a little bit faster, you can see that the tracking speed is pretty good. Now, this is regular tracking speed, and I'm going to now switch it over to the faster speed. So now I've got the tracking speed set to fast, so you can see here that it now just is a little bit more jerky in the motion. Is it good? Is it bad? I'm not 100% sure. I think that might affect your viewers, though. Now, one thing that you can see right now is by default out of the box, just install the software, and that's it, is that the composition is ugh. Now, when it comes to image quality, both models actually shoot in stunning 4K, but the Link 2 has some improved image processing under the hood. And what's the result? Sharper images and better color accuracy, especially in lower light with the tricky lighting situations that you may inevitably get into. So if you're doing high quality streams or you need that extra crispness in your videos, this actually could be a game changer. Another big difference is the microphones. The Link 2 now comes with dual noise canceling microphones that do a much better job at reducing background noise. Now, here is a microphone audio comparison between the Insta360's original Link as well as the Link 2. The audio you're hearing right now is the original Link audio. The built-in microphone is actually very good, especially when you're comparing it to many other different types of microphones that are out there. However, you can also hear a lot of that echo that's coming from my studio. Now we're switching over to the microphone on the Insta360 Link 2, and you can hear that it is much more clear. You're actually listening to my voice almost as if I'm standing significantly closer to the camera. However, even though there is a lot of that ambient room echo noise that's been removed, it sounds to me like there's some real-time AI audio editing, in my opinion, and it gives you that little bit of a robotic sound to it because of that processing and removal of the background noise as well as echo. Now, let's not forget about gesture controls. The original Link was really cool already, letting you zoom in or out with just a wave, but with the Link 2, Insta360 has refined this feature, making gestures even more responsive and adding more functionality. If you're someone who likes kind of like that hands-free experience without having to touch software or adjust the camera, this might be worth the upgrade. Now let's talk about build quality. You see, the original Link was phenomenal. Actually, it still is. It's got extremely quiet motors and very powerful in everything that it does. Now, the Link 2 actually takes the build quality, in my opinion, up a notch. It is definitely larger, significantly larger. However, the build quality of it is really spectacular. Now, one cool thing here is that it has a magnetic base. So you can attach the mount to any other type of laptop screen or display monitor, but it attaches magnetically to the actual base itself. And there is one cool little thing on the bottom. It's got these little quick connectors. I don't know yet what that's for, but I'm going to report back once I find out. So with all these improvements in AI tracking, image quality, audio, and more, the question is, should you upgrade? Well, here's the deal. If you're happy with the original Link and you just need good 4K video for meetings, then the original still holds up extremely well. But if you're a content creator, a streamer, or someone who needs those extra features like better AI, improved audio, or enhanced HDR, then yeah, the Insta360 Link 2 is definitely worth the upgrade. Now, the biggest feature that I love about both the Link and the Link 2 is that you can control the PTZ functionality remotely over Zoom. So instead of telling them to readjust their camera or move back to the center, you can now remotely control the pan, tilt, and zoom of the Link or the Link 2 through Zoom. Now, if you want to find out more about how that works, you can go ahead and click on that video up here. But at the end of the day, it's all about what you need as a creator.
Oh, that's cool.
Hi, I'm Kalina.
We can go down the rabbit hole of YouTube if you guys want. But do you see the way I also typed up everything the guy said, and I'm going to leave a comment with with everything. Just boom, just using artificial intelligence. Yeah, so that's what I got for you here. Did you guys learn
I
anything?
see sometimes you talk into a mic as well. Is that in addition to this, or
Yeah, it's
Or
not
how's that work?
necessary. It's not necessary, but it definitely is in addition to this. I'm using a very high-end mic. It's a $600 mic. And I'm using also a device that's on my desktop called a Rodecaster Pro that also the mic plugs into that allows me to like mix in my cell phone into the conversation or music or people laughing or like, you know, like I can add a lot of things into the audio as well.
But this comes with a good mic by itself, right?
Yeah.
The
yeah.
Insta.
The
yeah.
Insta comes with it, and the Insta Link 2 that I sent you as well comes with an even better mic.
Right.
Yeah, the original one comes
Now,
with a good mic. The second one comes with a better
I
mic.
use GoToConnect mostly for my phone communication and meetings. Is this Insta specific to Zoom and certain applications,
No,
or
no.
should
It
it work with
works
everything?
it works with everything. It's just your computer.
Okay, perfect. Very good. Thanks.
Yeah. No, it's my pleasure. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Would you like me to have my team automatically upgrade you to Pro, or do you want to do it yourself?
I might, yeah. Let me just, first get set up with everything. I want to get the camera and everything. I want to kind
Okay.
of slowly start. I did enjoy the AVII. I think it wasn't renewed or something or whatever, but I want to kind of get to that next step and start
It's my
doing
pleasure.
some more stuff with this.
It's my
Yeah.
pleasure. Yeah, thank you. I want you to benefit from the holiday deal that we're having right now before the end of the year. We have a couple more rooms.
Okay. Yeah.
Carlos asked a question. He said, "Joe, I am trying to send Aiden a connection request with EviAI, but when I hit send, it's grayed out. What am I doing wrong?" So if you want to send somebody a connection request with Evie AI, this is what you do. I'll show you what I do is, let's say I'm going to this person here. You click on the more button here, and then you click on connect. Did you get that far, Carlos?
Yes.
And then when you click on add a note, were you able to have a little box?
Yes.
And then when you click on Evie AI, did you have this box that pops up?
Yes. And I picked a persona.
You picked a persona, and then
Right.
and then once you pick a persona, you hit generate. It should read his profile and generate a connection note. Did you see that? Did it do that?
Yes.
And then when
I
you
did.
press insert, then you can just press send after.
And that's what's not coming up. The send is grayed out. I must have missed a step. I'm going to try it again.
Okay. If the send is grayed out, I wonder why the send is grayed out for you.
Yeah.
Oh, if the send is
One
grayed out,
question
that
I
means you
have.
might not have text in here. You have to actually press the insert button to insert the text in order to hit send. Go ahead, Adon.
Yeah, like this Evie AI thing. I mean, like, how much does it typically increase engagement from your experience?
400%.
Oh wow, that's huge.
Yeah, and you can see the specific people that are giving us the reviews for that on our Chrome extension page. So if you go to eviai.com and you click on add Evie AI to Chrome and you scroll down to the reviews and ratings, you'll be able to see the things that people are saying, and some of the people are saying that they're getting a very, very high percentage of increase as a result of using Evie AI. So that's why we have 15,000 users in 37 countries around the world.
Makes sense.
Joe, is this
Go ahead, Sam.
specific to LinkedIn? Or let's say if I want to reply to an email and I need AI, could I use this? Or is it just
It's specifically to LinkedIn right now, but with Evie AI Pro, we're going to be adding the ability for you to use it everywhere next year. It's on the roadmap for us to add it to be able to use to do it everywhere.
Mhm.
So that's
Since this
something.
is like a Chrome extension, are there any risks to your LinkedIn with this or no?
Yeah, great question. It is a Chrome extension. There is also the ability for you just to use the web app instead of the Chrome extension, but there is no risk to your LinkedIn for using this Chrome extension because we don't use your cookie. So we're not actually
Mhm.
connecting to your LinkedIn account. The extension will work even if you're logged out of LinkedIn. You don't have to be on LinkedIn for the extension to work. We don't rely on LinkedIn at all, and we don't use your LinkedIn cookie for anything. We're just an assistant that doesn't do anything for you. We just draft content. We're almost like Grammarly. So if Grammarly is risking your account on LinkedIn, then we're risking your account on LinkedIn. So it's like we're not.
Right.
If you do too much activity on LinkedIn, even if you don't use any extensions, you're going to get flagged on LinkedIn. But if you just have
Sure.
the extension installed, we comply with the LinkedIn terms and conditions not to automate things. So that's, like it's right over here. Evie AI does not violate LinkedIn's terms. The tool does not automate any activity on LinkedIn or scrape any data. It simply provides drafted responses to users to edit and approve. Here's a video and a blog about that. So if you click on the blog, we basically describe, everything. We write what is their prohibited things. They say you're not allowed to scrape or use robots or anything like that. And we're not a bot. We're not a robot. We're not scraping. We're not automating anything. We don't violate their terms. Now, their terms also have a generic clause that says you're not allowed to copy anything from LinkedIn. So let's say, for example, you go to LinkedIn and you go to a profile like Nat and you select this information, you right click and you press copy, they have something in their terms and conditions that says you're not allowed to do that. So if you get caught, like technically speaking, that is breaking their terms to right click and hit copy. So we are copying the information into Evie AI, but for the most part, we're not automating anything. So just FYI. We're just using the data just to be able to generate a generation. But we're not breaking their terms as a Chrome extension, like, automatically crawling and doing things like that. There are a lot of LinkedIn automation tools that are against LinkedIn's terms that would risk your account, but ours is not one of them.
And Joe, there's no compatibility issues with Grammarly or any other extension that you know of, right?
Not that we know of. Some ad blockers create some problems. If you have an ad blocker, sometimes it can cause problems with some ad blockers. But For the most part, we haven't seen it, and that was at the beginning, but we haven't seen any real issues lately with EVAI and any other
Sure.
extensions.
Can you talk to it? Let's say if I'm on the road and I want AVI to type something up
Yeah, let's
or
say you're on
regenerate.
let's say you're on your cell phone and you want to have EVAI write you a post. You're on the road, so from your cell phone, you just go to evai.com. You press login. On the left side, you click on Post Writer, and then you click on the microphone from your cell phone. You click on this little microphone. Hello, thank you so much for asking me what I want to write about. I'd love to write a post about the benefits of networking on LinkedIn so that people can grow their business. And then I press generate, and it'll go ahead and generate a post in about 5 seconds with a hook, main points, call to action, and hashtags. You see the way it typed it all up for me? And that it does have a microphone built into LinkedIn. And you could use that microphone unlimited. And you could use that microphone to, with the idea generator, it's right here. With the templates, you can create new templates. Use the microphone inside the templates. If you're adding a persona, you could use the microphone to add a persona right here. You see there's a microphone here. So we put the microphone in many places on EVAI.
Perfect.
Yeah. These are great questions. I really appreciate you guys coming on and asking me all these questions. And I'm looking forward to having the three of you being an EVAI Pro user so that I can train you on a monthly basis. We do 3 hours of training, 2 hours of training every month. So starting January 8th at 10 a.m., then February 5th at 10 a.m. And we're going to go through lots of different modalities and trainings to help you be able to get the most out of LinkedIn. The trainings alone are worth over $20,000 with all the courses and frameworks and checklists and cheat sheets and everything that we offer. So if you want to be able to send more messages to people and be able to expand your network and know exactly what to say and get all the templates done, I highly recommend you doing that. Look how many messages I already sent out today. You see, these are all messages that I sent out to people in my network. And this is while I was working or while I was on live. I'm able to send these messages starting, say, let's say at 10. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, you know, like 35 messages. Go ahead.
Quick question on this. Is there a way to sort, let's say you send out messages about a certain thing, but you want to search who did you send out messages about, in my case, long-term care. Is there a way to search or
Yeah,
you just have to
you can
manually
easily
scroll?
No, you can easily search. So for example, I want to see all the people that I sent a belated birthday message to. So I could say 12/26/2024. I just search like that and I can see all the people that I sent a birthday message on that date. You see all these are all the people? These are
Is
all the
this with the
12.
basic version as well, or only
Yeah,
with the
this is
paid
with the
version?
basic version as well of LinkedIn.
Mhm.
This is another reason why I do this. So why I include the date inside the message so I can search through the messages and pull them out. So if I want to see all the people that I sent a birthday message on a specific date, I can do that. You also have the ability to search for people's first names. So let's say I pull my dashboard out again, and I go here, and let's say for example I'm going to pull up, say Barry, or say I'm going to pull Jamie or Natalie. I'm going to do a Natalie. Okay, so I'm going to pull Natalie. I'm going to go in here to connections, and there's a second first name Natalie. You see that? See all these Natalies that are here? I have a lot of Natalies. So I can go in here and see if I wish Natalie's happy birthday yet. If I haven't, or happy new year, I can click on EVAI. We have templates that we stored here. So I can do happy holidays. I press insert. And now I can send every one of these Natalies this message without using automation. So I'm not using any automation. I'm just using EVAI to help me with the template. So I can go through each one of these Natalies and send them all a message. Now you can see I have many of these that I'm sending messages to. And if I want to send 100 of these, it just takes maybe 5 minutes and I can send 100 messages like this to all these Natalies. And this way I can be in touch with all my connections. So let's say you have, if I did your dashboard, I would know exactly how many different people, how many different first names you would have. But I suspect it would be maybe 200 or 300 first names that you have. And you go through those once, and then you covered every single connection. And that makes sure that you go through every single one of your connections and you wish them all a happy new year or whatever it is that you're wishing them, you know, depending on the greeting. So we'll train you each month on exactly what to do for the next month. And then we'll give you the step-by-step frameworks and checklists for you to kind of follow. And as long as you're following those, you will probably earn $100,000 in new business in the next year. Why? Because you're going to get on the right amount of phone calls, and you're going to have that accountability to help you be able to actually hit your goals in the coming year.
Got it. Very good. Very helpful.
Yeah, and personally, I love networking with people and building relationships and showing people the strategies, the step-by-step strategies on exactly how to do that, exactly what I'm doing myself. So it's not like, oh, I'm just teaching you what to do and I'm not doing it myself because it's too much work. I'm actually doing it. And often I will go on LinkedIn Live and show people as I'm doing it on LinkedIn Live or YouTube Live. Have you ever seen me on LinkedIn Live, Sam?
That's how I actually got to this call. I was watching a replay of a LinkedIn Live that you did about saving lists. And I think you had over there a link about this call, which is how I got in here.
That's really cool.
Joe, can you post a link to your book?
Yeah, I will post a link to my book. I actually posted a link to my book in the comments, but check this out. I have all my stuff right over here. So if I want my book, I just grab the link to High Energy Networking right here. It's one of the templates that I stored. And now I have it in here. Now I go to your profile, I click on message, and I'll just send you the template right there. You see that? I sent you the
Nice.
link to my book. So that's one of the benefits of having Evi AI, the templating system, is once you have all your templates in there, when somebody asks you for something, you just have it at your fingertips. You just click a button, pull up what you need, and it's right there. So I'd love to help you guys over the course of the next year build out all your templates. So when you're networking and building relationships, you can easily go ahead and do what you need to do quickly, and that'll save you a ton of time when it comes to being productive. And that's one of the things that people are saying about Evi AI is it's how much time we save them. You know, I can do only so much during the day. And so we'll save you a ton of time. And now with the holiday deal for under $1,000, you'll get $20,000 worth of stuff. We're going to give you worth of, like tons and tons of stuff. So highly recommend you think about upgrading to Evi AI Pro. I'd love to support you guys. We're going to start wrapping up this amazing networking event that we have here and this amazing live that we're going on live. So Sam, thank you for letting me know that you saw me on live and that's why you joined here. That's so cool.
Yep.
And it's a pleasure networking with you and building a relationship with you. Thank you for being a client and appreciate you. And Carlos, thank you for upgrading today. I appreciate that. And if you need anything, I'm here to support you in the coming year. Looking forward to keeping the conversation going. Any final words, Carlos, that you want to say, or Aiden, or anybody else?
I'm good, Joe. Thank you. As always, you are engaging and interactive, and you make it so welcoming to work with you. I was saying earlier while you were attending your call, I wish I could afford you right now. I'd love to have you and your team working my marketing.
Awesome. Thank you. Aiden, you want to share anything before we wrap up? Oh, okay. I think he may have left. Okay. Sam, do you want to share anything before we wrap
Take
up?
care. No, I really like everything, and I'm going to seriously consider upgrading.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Thank
Yep.
you so much, and I look forward to seeing you
Thank
guys
you.
on the next one. Take care.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much, Joe.
Thank you. All right. We are wrapping up. Finished the meeting. I'm going to try to find where the let's see where the live is. I found the live. All right, thank you all for watching this. I appreciate you guys very much, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.